seeing my screen? I can't see.
Yes, I see your screen.
Okay, I just dropped the PDF for anybody that's technically challenged. Although, if you're technically challenged, we are going to challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. So it was this file download, but I dropped it for you.
Perfect. All right, so we're recording. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing Class. I'm Jess.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're socially inclined. Today we have a topic that's by request and kind of an extension of all the goodness we talked about last week. Last week was an Ask Me Anything, and local SEO came up, and naturally your Google My Business listing, Google profile for your business came up. And rather than spending over time last week showing you how to optimize one, we decided we'd do that this week.
Exactly. Let's see. All right. So
we have a checklist and everything.
We have a checklist and everything. Exactly. So I've switched screens. I'm going to Google. So the reason, so I always like to start with the why this is important. So your business page, your Google My Business page, which is not called that anymore. I forgot what it's called now. Google something else.
Google Business Profile or something.
I think so. Anyway, it is one of the most important things that you can do for your business, period. Whether you're brick and mortar or not. You can set a service area. So I had a client this morning. So we do a lot of SEO. I had a client this morning that called in, and he called in 6 weeks ago about wanting his boat rentals to be bumped up in the search engines. And that's like a tall order for most of the time. But if you think about it, so there might be millions of results when you type Smith Lake boat or pontoon rentals. So, but if you take the time to optimize here, optimize your website, optimize your Facebook, then you can get ahead of your competition. Okay. So with that, like he's number 3. Okay. So he was nowhere to be found, and now he's number 3. How much of an impact do you think that can make on your search engine or the people coming to your page? It's amazing. The amount of what can happen. So you have the anatomy of your post here. Let me skip this over here. So here we go. Let's try this again. This is your map listing. Okay. This is based directly from your page. This is determined by your how well it's optimized and how much traffic you're getting. It has an algorithm just like everything else. So this is what we call the 3-pack, the map 3-pack. You want to be here. He is not here yet. I don't think. I don't know. It doesn't say. So I changed the name of his to something like Smith Lake Water Sport, Smith Lake Pontoon Rentals or something like that, because that's what that's what people are searching for. So we talked about that last week, to find out what people are searching for and try to key on those words. Okay. So I just want to make sure everybody understands why it's so important. And see how I changed. Well, let's see. Pontoon Rentals is right here. So I changed his Smith Lake Boat Pontoon Rentals. I changed like the first of his website SEO to be that, because that's what he wanted to key on. All right. So if we go, hold on a second. We can just pull up on.
And all of that is super relevant because you can improve your position in that 3-pack by completing your Google profile.
Yes. And we're going to talk about his because did you lose me?
No, just like bringing it full circle.
Well, sorry. Yes. Thank you. Because I tend to get more like Jessica needs to bring it home because I'm going to be talking facts. So this is what people see. So I added Evan so we could see, like, this is a lot of times how it'll come up if you search something, you search a business. So let's say that they're not just trying to get to, like, we add the name to it. It's going to show here, and there's some important information, and you need to make sure that it's filled in. And all of these things are in that checklist, like these images. This shows sort of what people, so you think about yourself. If you're thinking about going somewhere or what you're looking for, you want to visualize kind of what the place looks like. It's that don't judge a book by its cover, but everyone does. So you're judging whether this place, you're making a decision based on what these pictures that are here. So make sure they're nice. And then you'll see that I have optimized, and this is how I decided to do it: Evans Marine, Smith Lake Boat Sales Service, and Pontoon Rentals. Okay, so Pontoon Rentals is super important at this point. So I added it to his name on Google. All right. I need to pull up the checklist, but I'm just going to go through here and then we'll go through the checklist as it is. Reviews, super, super, super important. If you are not actively trying to get them, then you need to be. This helps. It's one of the biggest algorithm, whatever you want to call it, but it affects the algorithm more than anything else is Google. You'll see boat rental service in Walker County, Alabama. Okay. That was something that I added trying to get that boat rental, pontoon rental. Those are his two biggest words. These are how this is displayed. When we get into, we're going to look at how to actually add these things in just a minute. But the website, if you don't have one, this will not be there. Okay.
Yep.
Directions is based on, it's going to give you the directions. It's going to do this for you. But when you're on your phone and you wanted directions, that's that button that people use all the time to, okay, how do I get there? They can share and then they can call. So if you don't have this phone number, they cannot call. And these are click to call and click to go to the website. Super important.
Okay. Those are used more than almost anything else these days.
Exactly. And they look
different. Looking for websites, as if they see the Google profile there and it's got a website, they're going to click that first.
Okay. And then one thing that's missing on his is the messaging. So that is important as well. It's on our checklist. And the reason these things are important is that, sorry, Jess, we're a microwave society. Like, we're in a hurry. So when we're pulling these up, and most of the time you're on your phone when you're looking for something, you're sitting on your couch, you're watching TV or whatever. Oh, I need to do this tomorrow. And you're going to look it up. So that message button, the call button, the website button that are or can be there, should be there. That messaging, that is a direct line that you can at least like check it off your to-do list. We forget things all the time. So having that right there, you could send a message. If it's at night and you're watching TV, they're not necessarily going to answer, but they might. You never know. So you can ask a question anytime. Okay. This, make sure your phone, and then that's all that's there. So you need to go, if you have not claimed yours, you need to go to search yourself, find this, and click on this business if you have not claimed it. And he has not, he's claimed his because he's got pictures here, unless so I can request access. Okay, it's managed by, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna request access and see if they'll give it to me. Because that someone might have set this up, an old employee, you never know who. So it's trying to give you, an idea. So select I want to be a manager. What's the relationship? Agency and my phone number, your agency name. Okay. And you can be, it can be owner or whatever.
Oh, you are the owner. See, let the owner of this business profile.
Oh, no. No. Yeah, no. This is me.
Yeah. Smoke Inc. Julie at Gmail.
Let the owner. This is, yes, that's my Google login. Yeah.
We have a few questions. Let me work on it.
Okay.
Marcy, if you don't list your street address, but choose a city, town that may be wide ranging, can you add a drop pin in the location vicinity so the users know the approximate area? I think you can add up to like 10 zip codes. 10? The number changes a lot.
Yes. Okay.
And then she wants to know, can you combine reviews from another review company like Wedding Wire?
Sometimes they pull in, and then there are other ways to do that too. So real quick, because I'm leaving this page before I answer the rest of those. From here, let's say you've tried to claim this and you can't get it and there's glaringly something wrong, you can click suggest and edit. I'm a Google guide, so I had a eye care place here that could not, they moved and they could not change their address. But I was able to go in and change their address for them just by suggesting this edit. They couldn't suggest it themselves, but I could. So you're able to make these changes. So I was able to make this change for him to this pontoon rentals that I added, even though I'm not a manager. So you're going to want to check your page sort of regularly because other people could make a change that's inaccurate. All right. And see this located within, this is going to answer sort of your question. Like I could put Smith Lake there. I can edit the map location here. So let me see what this option is. Let me see if I can.
Klinger has a similar question. If you have 2 locations, do you put both on?
You make 2 locations. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do it twice. You do the product twice to set it up. But look at all the information that can be, even if you don't own it. And so you can even add photos for them, right? Or yourself. You're going to be doing this for yourself. Okay. And then it will, or it may or may not approve them, but a lot of times it does approve them.
Especially if you have that, if you contribute to Google a lot, you get a little bit of weight.
Exactly.
There.
All right. So those are the things that if you have an issue. So if and you can't claim or whatever, and you need to make an immediate change, you can try those things. Okay. So if you've already claimed and you can't remember how to get back to it, you come to Google and then you're going to click these little 3 Brady Bunch style grid thing here. I'm showing my age. All right. Business Profile Manager is what you're looking for. And that's the new name for it. All right. And you'll see, so I have access to a ton of places, and his is not one of them. Who can I show?
So do we have time for another question?
Yes. While I'm deciding.
Jennifer, this one's, yeah, we need to see what we can do about this. She just searched her listing and it came up and she sees that someone has cloned her Google business profile. But when you click on the listing, it has links to that person's website. And then when I click on my link, my page is gone.
Oh, can we, let's look really quick at yours. What
is it? She hasn't put it in. So
okay.
You might have to give her a few minutes.
Well, we can give it a few minutes and then we're going to come back. So, whoops. Where did I go? Okay.
Klinger wants to know, how do you put the product up twice? Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. When you get to this screen, you're going to add a business. So go to Brady Bunch and then Google business profile. Okay. And then you're going to add a business. All right. And then, so there is, let me just check something. I don't know if I have anybody with 2 locations. They're cracking down. So like, see this capstone? There's 3 of them. Those happen to be the same location, but they had 3 listings. I claimed them all. They had 4. They've shut one down. And see how this says duplicate and this says duplicate. So now only 1 is live.
Okay. But those are duplicated addresses too.
Same,
if you have separate locations, then list each business.
So you're going to come up here and you're going to add your business. So I just wanted to say that like people want to game the system. That's not what happened with this customer. They had an address change, is what happened. And then they couldn't get in. Just, you know how it is. They couldn't find it and they made another one. So they will shut these down if you're not careful. So you're just going to come up here and add a business, and we can actually just do that. So add a single business. Go ahead.
John, affiliate marketing, John. Hey, welcome back. Can multiple businesses occupy the same address? I believe so. Correct.
I would do a suite A and suite B.
Yeah. Okay.
Because otherwise you may have an issue with that duplicate. Because they are really trying to crack down now on these.
Jennifer did put in her listing that you can search, but you might want to just copy it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, here we go.
it's CBD Clarksburg, West Virginia. Here you go.
Oops. Dang. I got that. Okay. What happened? Oh, sorry. Wrong place. I had to go to a different tab. Here we go. Now I got to get back over here really quick so I can see the chat. Okay. Okay. In the map listings or what it? So let me show you two here.
More places.
More places.
My link is West Virginia Hemp Works and more. There you go.
Okay. So this is you. There's only one here, right? Okay.
Unless she's saying that's not her.
Okay, we're about to see. And it says 200 Jones Street. Is that your address?
That is me. Yes.
Okay. This is you. Okay. So are you saying that the link to, well, I don't even see. Oh yeah, the link to the website is not you? I get westvirginiahempworks.com. What's not you about this? Because you can suggest an edit or you can claim it and try to get back control of it.
I use DuckDuckGo and see something totally different.
Okay.
I would use Google.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo is the new thing to try to avoid the ads and things. So I would definitely use Google Chrome or Google to check this, and then later after this I will look. But you do, here we go. Like we can go and click to your website, which is, I'm sure, your website. Yes.
Make sure that it's claimed though. If
Right.
it's not, because getting it claimed, then you have control,
Right.
but to a much greater extent.
Yeah, it says someone else may manage this, and it looks like it's you. But
West Virginia something at.
Yeah, and it doesn't even say what, but
Ooh,
it looks
all right,
like
good.
it's, so
Yes.
that's good. Okay, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay. Now starting a new one. I don't think I'm going to start a new one, but I was trying to think of somebody. Do we know anybody that would need one, Jess? Well, I would start it for them. Be thinking on that really quick.
Friend Julie has hers. Other friend Julie
claimed it though. She's already
yeah, it's claimed.
Yeah, no, just like if you were opening a brand new business, kind of what to go through. It's really easy. It's just you step like.
You don't have to. It is simple. I do want to say, what was I going to say? Oh, Jennifer, you do have a good bit of competition apparently there, since you're not in that top 3 pack. So running through that checklist we dropped and adding, maybe some photos of you doing your thing in your store. And I saw you had like 1 2-star review and several 5-star reviews. Really pushing for good customer feedback is going to help you get in that 3 pack. Oops. And that's a perfect example of she could literally see more traffic in her store because people are going to shop from the 3 pack
for sure,
more often than not.
All right, let's go find access really quick. All right, access web data. So if we click here, so we're back in this create a new, but once you've created it, it's going to be in a window here. You're probably only going to have 1 or 2 if you have 2 locations.
Julie's crazy.
We have a bunch because we manage lots of people's things. So what I did is I hit edit, which takes you back to this profile. To this area, which is they've changed. It used to sort of be done a little bit different, but here's where you actually edit these things. Okay, and these are all super important. So you'll see we have some reviews. We're lax on asking for them. We've transitioned. So this is the company that I've owned since 2004. We've transitioned to socially inclined, and this is absorbing this. But I leave it there because I get so many calls for web design. So it's still here, but I need to work on it, Jess. Put that on
Yeah, I was just thinking we need like some pictures of us doing our thing. And
exactly. So it's good to just show and see, like, our location is not right. I can see this here. And the reason is because during COVID, I gave up our office for the dentist next door to expand. I wasn't going there anyway. So anyway, so we're going to edit the profile. So we're going to see what options we have. And this is going to follow along with what Jessica, the outline that we have. So business name. All right. And like I talked about with the pontoon rental guy, his business name is Evans Marine, but I added the keyword in there. So you can get creative with this a little bit. Don't go crazy. But so, like, I didn't exactly have to access web technologies. I could add and design and website design, and that would help because that website design is a key word. Now we're number one in SEO for where we are anyway, so it's okay. But I might change this just to see. All right, business categories. It used to only have 6. So I don't know if it caps you here, but it's gonna. If I click edit, you're gonna see that it's going to. Oh, let me see. No, you can add as many as you need here, which
all
is
right,
fantastic.
I know what I'm doing this afternoon.
You can log in as me, or either you're gonna.
I think I have access. I have access to access.
Yeah. So you can see what I did here. Website designer, graphic designer, marketing agency, advertising agency, marketing consultant, internet marketing service. What other web developer here?
Social media content.
And so see how it didn't, like, it's going to give you several. Let me make sure if it will let you put one in that's not there. Yes, it will. Okay. So I'm going to do web developer. We're going to add that. We're going to hit save. Let me make sure. Nope, it won't. Didn't understand your select from the suggestions. All right. So it has to already be there.
Try social media marketing.
Wait, web hosting company. So if you add, is that not in there? That's sad.
It's not. That's because Socially Inclined was a spinoff.
Exactly. And we were trying to keep them separate. It's not there.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
That's probably why it's not there.
A little weird, yeah. So you can put in, like, I can do web, and I can say the website designer and web hosting company, which we are.
Waterbed repair.
Social. Yep. Nope. So there's a lot, but yeah. Anyway. So take a few minutes to think. These are super important. These are like keywords that people are searching. Okay. All right. So here we go. So this is pending now because usually takes someone their AI, I don't know, is going to redo that. Description. There used to be a description. I'm not sure why it's not in there right now. Opening date. We know that it should be filled out. Contact information. Let's see what else. If you can have more than one phone number. Website. You can only have one website because of the link that it creates. Okay. Social profiles, which is a new feature. It's probably not even on our list. But again, we put on that list to fill everything out that's possible. So this is where we would link all of our social profiles. You're going to be able to check, and they've got them a little drop down here and put what the address is to go to them. Those are amazing. If someone's coming and they're on their phone and they're like, want to find you. Yes. Those are also going to help with in the search engine rankings. All right. Short name. It will allow you to, let me see if I can find it. See, how do I get to it? It'll show, it'll be like google.com profile / access web tech is what makes that happen. So, all right. Dang, that closed that out, or was I over here? Oh, I was right here. Good. It's like, okay. Service area. So
United
this is how we roll because ours is national. So I put in United States. Okay. So, and that's what we've got here. If you're local, it's giving you suggestions based on it knows what our address is, but our service area. And then you can click this learn more to understand a little bit how this works. But basically, wherever you service is what you're going to want to do. But when you go national like that, it does make it harder to rank in your local area. But it's still you're okay. So if you service nationwide, you need to put United States. If you're we're worldwide, but I kept it at United States.
Yeah, because when you broaden it out like that, then the competition is forget about
A
it.
lot harder. Yes.
So Marcy says, "What if you sell local and national?" Yeah, it's hard. I mean, samesies.
Yeah.
It's hard. You got to go national and then work on local SEO on your pages.
Right. Okay. Hours. Pretty self-explanatory.
It's
And
11:30. Julie just said.
I know it. Special hours. Add more hours.
We could start offering a brunch with some bottomless mimosas.
We could. All right. And then more from the business. Okay. So these are going to be some like things that it thinks based on what we've chosen that we would like to add. Okay. So
Women owned.
yeah, where'd that go?
It's at the very bottom.
All right. Save. All right.
She was women owned before it was cool.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. And so that, like, you're a restaurant or somewhere that comes out, a lot of this is, so planning is an appointment required. Well, they're not coming to us. So I'm not going to answer this because it's not appropriate. But if you have a local clingers, you know, like if you don't want people just dropping in, you need an appointment, you can click that yes. And then service options, offers appointments. Yeah, like there's a bunch of different options that come up here. These are just pre-populated. Okay. All right. So that was the about, contact, local, location, hours, and more. So that's a bunch of the information that's super important.
Fill out everything you can. That's the moral of the story.
Exactly. And we're going to skip the reviews for just a second. You're going to go to photos and you're going to add photos. Like, not sure why that got put in as the thing, but anyway, you used to have, so Google has, I don't think it's available anymore, but it used to create you a little mini web page for it. There was literally like a website that they put all this information in, and it asked for a cover. So I don't think that they're using the cover anymore because that part got sunsetted. It's not the way to say that, but whatever. It was sunset. But to add more photos,
continued.
Thank you. You just literally hit add photos, drag them in the window. Okay, pretty easy. All right, so you're going to want to put as many as you can that are appropriate. So if for Marcy, she's going to have maybe pull some things from your website, like a couple of pictures of invitations that you do, and then maybe you with a client or just you. So there's also posts that works just like Instagram here. So many people don't realize that there are posts that you can add. I bet we don't have any posts.
Not here, but we have a lot on.
We're going to go look on Socially Inclined in just a second. So if you wanted to advertise, you get to see some stats. So performance, you can put how many have come through. So there's been 8 calls, messages. We don't have that messaging turned on. I suggest to turn on messaging. We don't have bookings turned on, and then website clicks, 137. Okay. So
y'all may be asking why. It's because we already have more websites than we can do.
Yeah. All right. And then again,
we're in a good spot when it comes to web work.
All right. So if you are product based, you can, if you have a Shopify store, there's actually, I don't know if you can connect it here, but we do it for a lot of our, like Flip Flops isn't here, but I have set up her e-commerce on Google and it pulls in Google Shopping for her. So I'm not positive. I didn't do it from right here. I did it the other way. So it might do that here.
All right. So Klinger says, I have reviews on my website. Can I transfer them over? Do I have to ask them for them new on Google?
They have to be.
Yeah. It's better for them to go from Google and then you pull them to your website.
Exactly. And so this get more reviews. This is your link to share. It used to be so hard to get this link. Thank goodness they've put it here. But give customers a link to review. So you're going to want to put this. You can make a QR code for it. You can put it in the bottom of your email, whatever. This is the link that's going to send them to here.
And Marcy says she shares her SI posts to my Google account. That is one of my favorite features about the dashboard, because if it goes on Instagram or Facebook, it can go on Google. It makes you look so relevant and so everywhere.
Exactly. So did you see what happened when I shared that? I put the link in. Here, I'll do it again. I pasted the link. This is what happens when a customer would go to that. It goes to your page that's created. And see, that's where that cover photo that's rejected now used to live up here. It went across the whole thing. So anyway, but they can do the thing. Like they can write the review, give it the stars, add the photo, and hit post. That easy. So, and then this is what they see. Okay. Will be.
I basically heard you say, back in my day.
Exactly.
Hey, it's 11:34, so we're going to have to.
I know.
We have an appointment at 11:45, so.
All right.
What happens if you get a pissy customer? I have a dad that, for whatever reason, hates my guts. I don't know why he attacks me to the point that something took his emails up, that I took his emails up to police. Hey, you're going to get negative feedback, and you're also going to get like inappropriate negative feedback sometimes. It's all about and how you handle it and how you deal with it.
And let me show you one thing. This is important. I'm glad you said that. So when you go to this reviews, I told you we'd skip over it, but we're back to it. So because it's appropriate. So this read reviews, you're going to want to reply to everyone that leaves you a review, thanking them, something pertinent, something else that when someone reads it is going to think, I need to do business with them. But you also right here, so you find your, if you feel like, let me click it. If you feel like it is not a legit review, you can report this review. There are ways to get it deleted. And the best way is, and I forgot where it is
bullying and harassment.
No, I think it's the conflict of interest. Reviews from someone affiliated with, but a fake account. Okay, so it's one of these two, spam or conflict. But there's a way to write and it be, if it's not someone that has done business with you, or if it is the man did business with you, but the wife came in and wrote the review, or her brother, or her, whatever it is, it has to be a first person account that leaves the review. It cannot say, my brother-in-law came in and had the terrible experience. Those can all be removed because it has to be a first person account. But if you come here and you click this little thing here, then you're able to at least try to get it. And it'll go into a, same as the other, it'll be looked at to be removed. And I get them removed for customers all the time. So you have an opportunity. You can set up booking. I wanted to show services really, really quick. So it will be, you set your primary category, which for us is website designer. This side of the business is basically web, but it was able to, we don't do computer repair. But I think all these were, it'll pop up a list and you check. Okay. And then you've got plenty of other things. So forever it would have, where our first one was social media and we didn't want it that way. We wanted it web. So anyway, now, okay. But that's a big deal for searches. All right. Q&A, you can list your own FAQs here. Okay. So ask a question. All right. And then ask for reviews. That's that link. Let me make sure it's the same thing. Yes, there's your link. So they have even put it right here front and center. And then here's the update. If you don't have Socially Sweet or something that will Post direct to Google, like our Socially Sweet will post posts here. I'll show you in just a second. But you can add an update right from here. You can add an offer and you can add an event. And basically, you drag your photo in here, you add your description, you can add a button. And again, this button can be set in Socially Sweet as well. But that call now, based on that button, is pretty amazing. And then, so let's see. So you'd see that if their social profiles were here, so this is telling you what we need to do to optimize.
Kiddo found me. Sorry.
That's okay. I can't even see. Oops.
Socially Sweet is our posting software, for those of you who have the question.
Okay.
And it comes preloaded with content. Yeah, we're totally out of time. It's 11:40, Julie.
Okay. Go back to your checklist. Let me just look really quick.
That's fine. Jennifer said
these posts, sorry, as you're going down, these are what these posts look like. Okay. So this is a client of ours that we post all of their social media content, and we have it set up so it goes everywhere, and Google is one of the places. Okay. So, and you can add an update right from here. You can see their reviews. So their products too, sorry, which actually.
Yeah, we may have to do another
follow-up
part of this, because I'm going to say, Jennifer, please come back next week and we will talk more about that, because what you sent is a website. It's not their Google business profile. So I'm not seeing any duplicated. So just collect that information and come back next week.
Your profile could have been hacked. Your website could have been hacked. That's your Google can direct to a whole different website. Especially if you're on WordPress, that happens a lot where it'll get taken over.
She sent the link to the company that cloned her GBiz profile.
Okay.
So we'll need to look at the business profiles next to each other.
You can report it too, as a duplicate. All right.
And Klinger, that's what Socially Sweet is. If you want to click and look, yes, I do believe we can serve dance studios. But
yes.
Okay. All right. Well, make sure you come back next week. We'll talk more about this. We might open it up to and ask me anything again so that we can finish this conversation and then take on something else. But we will let you know. Be sure to check your emails Wednesday morning.
Faux show.
All right. Thank you, everybody. This was good.
Yeah, I want to hear next week that you went in and claimed and did all the things.
Yes.
that needed to be done.
Yes, we can do some audits too. We'll take a look at it and see how you did. Yeah.
And just the last thing is that if you're creating new, there is a verification process. So you'll have to
do that.
Yes. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
See y'all next week.